Hi everyone. صوتي واضح ولا زحمة؟ الو مرحبا.
مرحبا دكتور. جروب أي واضح الصوت.
انتوا بياك والسكرين السكرين بالجروب اي.
جروب أي سكرين واضح.
اوكي ثانك يو. صوت وسكرين زين. بجروب بي صوت وسكرين. فد واحد يجاوبني، انا انتظر الجواب. جروب بي، جروب سي، جروب سي.
واضح دكتور.
صوت الصورة
واضح.
تمام.
صوت الصورة دكتور.
بالجروب بي شلون؟
واضح دكتور واضح.
تمام. هسه نبدي، خلينا نبدي محاضرتنا مال اليوم. رقم 9. اليوم نبدي بالسيليكون rubber base impression material, the most commonly used in dentistry. Okay, in all of the clinic available. Okay. The silicone rubber base impression material, why it is developed in order to overcome some of the disadvantage of the polysulfide material. As we know, polysulfide is the first material discovered. What is the disadvantage of this material? The first one, the odor. الريحة مال الماتيريال. Number 2, staining lining by lead dioxide. اللون. Number 3, amount of effort required to mix the base with the accelerator. It needs too much time to mixing between the base and the accelerator. Number 4, it needs long setting time. It's not accepted by the patient and by the dentist. Why? Because it takes too much time. Okay. Number 5, moderately high shrinkage on setting. And the last one, high permanent deformation. Due to all of the disadvantage, the rubber base impression material was discovered. واضح هسه؟ لحد الآن واضح؟ جروب A.
نعم دكتور واضح.
Okay, شكرا. We have two types of rubber base impression material. How you classified according to the polymerization reaction during setting. إما C silicone, we called condensation silicone, or A silicone, additional silicone. Both types of silicone are available in a variety of color, such as pink, purple, blue, green, orange, according to the manufacturer. Also, you have different viscosity according to color. Number 1, we have C silicone, condensation type silicone. As we know, you have two types. This is number 1, not number 2. This is my fault. The C silicone, it was the first type of silicone impression material introduced to dentistry in 1955, also known as a conventional silicone. The main uses of this type for fixed partial denture. It's available in 3 viscosity, light body, medium body, or putty. The most commonly used one is putty type body. This is the accelerator. This is the light body. This is the putty. This picture, it's a jar. It is a putty. The large tube, it is a base, and the small one, it is a activator or accelerator or retarder, reactor, all of the same meaning. How, in how many types is available? Supplied either by the paste tube like this. The base type, it's large. The accelerator type, it's small, or in the putty. Putty, it is a simple single large jar. Single large jar. The base and the accelerator, it is available like this. Like this. And you have two types, either supplied in two types, either by the tube like this, or extra you have in putty. Putty, in addition to tube, also you have a jar. The base type consists of the following content, while the accelerator consists of the following content. By the way, I don't need the percentage of the material, but the name I need it. Polymethylsiloxane, siloxane, colloidal silica, all sometimes contain pigment. All accelerator type alkyl silicate, stannous acetate, inert filler. Properties: mixing time 45 seconds, working time 2 to 4 minutes, setting time about 6 to 8 minutes. When you increase the temperature and the humidity, what will happen? The setting time will be decreased. Detail is good. Dimensional change after 1 day is about 0.6%. About the current shrinkage, what's the cause of shrinkage? It's due to the gas byproduct. How to avoid this? The gas should be poured immediately without any delaying. The tear strength lower than polysulfide, while stiffer and harder than polysulfide. Because it is stiffer and harder, it needs 3 millimeter space to compensate for the stiffness. The most important property is hydrophobic. It means it like water. What do you mean by it? It should be applied to the field dried before making the impression. Shelf life, العمر مال الامبريشن is about 2 years. The odor and color is good. Direct skin contact is avoided to prevent any allergic reaction. Okay. Advantage: adequate working and setting time, pleasant odor and no staining. Tear strength is adequate. Elastic properties: better than polysulfide, less distortion when you remove from the mouth. Disadvantage of the rubber-based impression material: if you need adequate accuracy, you must pour immediately. Why? Because of the poor dimensional stability. Putty wash method is technique sensitive. It means two techniques in the same direction, slightly more expensive than polysulfide. This is the jar. This is the accelerator. The red one is accelerator. Mix it in order to put in the tray. After that, take the impression. In order to make more accurate, add another layer. This is the accelerator and this is the base. Mix it like this. Apply on the surface of the preparation. After that, reinsert the tray into the patient's mouth in order to record the impression. Okay. الجروب بي لحد الآن واضح؟
نعم دكتور واضح.
حلو. الجروب سي شلون؟
واضح دكتور.
تمام. اكو استفسار شي جروب A؟ جروب A. جروب A.
دكتور
كل شيء واضح؟
dimensional change
dimensional change
will be low. That's right.
dimensional
Because the percentage it's about 0.60%.
Okay.
So it
what's
will be
your
low.
dimensional change is about
Yes.
0.6. Okay. What's your question?
So it will be low dimensional change.
When compared to?
Yes.
Compared to polysulfide. This is your question?
No, my question, it will be low dimensional change. That's right?
Yes. Yes, yes, that's right. The dimensional change is low. Not
so,
good.
why I should pour it quickly and because it's low dimensional change at 24 hours.
Dimensional change at 24 hours is about 0.6. It is better than some impression material, but it is not better than some impression material. When you compare to A-silicone, it's better than C-silicone. C-silicone is better than alginate. And you can compare it by this way. But as a general,
Okay.
the dimensional change is about 0.6 after 24 hours. And when you pour the impression after 24 hours, the change is about 0.6%.
Okay, thanks.
It is not too much.
Okay.
But when you need an accurate work, it's not good. You must pour immediately. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's
okay. By the way, I will add the new student in the group C. Did you hear me, please? The new student. New student. Patient. new student patient طالبة جديدة. I will add here in the group C. A new student. Okay. Number 3, we have addition-silicone. It's a second type of rubber-based impression material, but it's a third type of elastomeric impression material. Okay. It's introduced after C-silicone in 1975. In 1975. Have better properties than C-silicone. When you compare it to C-silicone, it's better than it. Also, it has a new name. It is polyvinylsiloxane. Polyvinylsiloxane. It's available in four viscosity: light, medium, heavy, and putty. While in C-silicone, it's available in 3 viscosity: light, medium, putty. Okay. This is the light body and base. This is the putty.
عفوا دكتور شنو الفرق بيناتهم؟
الفيسكوستي. الفرق بين الكل الماتريال. You can differentiate between them by the viscosity. Viscosity. Do you know what do you mean by viscosity?
لزوجة؟
نعم. الزوجة. الأول واحد it is low in viscosity, while the last one it is high in viscosity. Okay.
تمام دكتور شكرا.
حبيبي. This is the syringe for the light body. Syringe for the light body. Also, like C-silicone, it is supplied either by the tube, 2 tube, base and catalyst. Okay. Also, it's available in putty, 2 equal plastic jar like this. 2 equal plastic jar. The composition, the base composition: methyl hydrogen siloxane, polymers, filler, putty viscosity, medium viscosity, and low viscosity. While accelerator, divinyl polysiloxane, the most important one, this is number 1. And the other one, it is like a carrier, like inert oil, filler, platinum salt, palladium retarder, filler. The properties: number 1, good odor and color. Mixing time 45. Second working time like C-silicone, while the setting time it is lower than C-silicone. It's about 4 to 6.5 minutes. Detail properties is good. Dimensional stability, the best one among all of the elastomers. You must know. After 1 week, the best one. After 1 week, you can pour it. After 1 week, it's too much. What's the advantage of it? When you take the impression, when you deliver to the lab, sometimes you have a lab outside in our country, like Turkey, Lebanon, and أي مكان. You can pour after 1 week. It's too much. That's why it's a best material. A dimensional change after 1 day is about 0.15%, while silicone is about 0.6. Can be used as a duplicating material معناتها الاستنساخ كتير strength is good, but you must know the single material it's a hydrophobic. It is a hydrophobic. It requires a dry fill, and not due to the light water. The mouth must be dried before take the impression. Low flexibility. Electroplate can be sometimes in the latex gloves contain sulfur. This sulfur can cause adverse reaction to the silicone and cause retardation. That's why you must take the impression without gloves when you take impression by the silicone. هذا واضح لكلكم؟ Group A.
ممكن نتعيد السلفر.
Okay. When you take impression for your sterilization, you must put the gloves in your hand. That's right? Answer me. That's right or not?
Yes.
Okay. But when you take impression by the silicone, it must not be wear gloves. Without gloves, you can't take impression. Why? Because one of the components in the gloves is called sulfur. This sulfur can cause retardation or no polymerization, and no تفاعل, without any reaction. That's why you must use no gloves with silicone, especially in latex gloves.
يعني
واضح؟
دكتور ما نستخدم الجلوف
نعم.
ناخذ الامبريشن.
latex gloves, elastic. But vinyl type, you can use it. Vinyl type, a blue one. But white one, it must not be used. Clear? Please?
Yes دكتور.
Okay.
ايه دكتور عاصينا كمل.
طبعا من الامتحان يجي أجيب. You have a single material for taking impression, but without wearing gloves. Name it blank blank blank. It is a additional silicone. واضح؟ طبعا. A silicone usually it release a gas byproduct. Gas byproduct. It must not be poured immediately. Why? Due to the air bubble. You must wait at least 30 minutes for setting reaction complete. After that, you can pour it. The shelf life is about 1 to 2 years. By the way, the silicone is too expensive. The last material we have, polyether impression material. It introduced in Germany in 1965. It is used for an accurate impression for simple, few prepared teeth, not all of the mouth, but without any undercut. Why? Because of the stiffness and short working time. It's available like this, like previous one, base and accelerator into tubes. And it's available in 3 viscosity: light, medium, heavy. This is the 2 tube mixed by the rubber ball on the glass slab or special type mixing slab. The composition, the base type is amine, polyether, colloidal silica, glycol ether. The accelerator, alkyl aromatic sulfonate, colloidal silicon, and plasticizers. The properties
دكتور
قول لي تفضل.
دكتور الكومبوزيشن مهمة ولا لا؟
والله بس برسنتيج مو مهمة. اما والله بكيفكم، يعني عادي بالنسبة لي، إذا تريدون أنا أشيلهم.
والله دكتور الكومبوزيشن ما يقدر يحفظها لأن تدري أكثر من مادة ويبادر لها حفظ.
تمام، من هسه لا تقرأون.
تمام، ممنون دكتور.
لا عادي عادي، إذا تريدون أي شيء بس قل لي، يعني خابرني من قبل الفات الأوان.
إن شاء الله إن شاء الله.
تمام.
شكرا.
على مود الامتحان الممثل مالتكم لازم يخابرني حتى شوية أشيل المحاضرات.
دكتور زين، بالنسبة للملازم الباوربوينت شو ماكو لحد الآن؟
والله أنا هسه عندي حالة طارئة، هسه أنا مو بالعراق. بس راح أرجع هسه. أنا جبت اللابتوب هسه، أنا برا أشرح لكم. بس راح ارجع.
بس يعني احنا قلنا على الاقل 4 محاضرات او 5 محاضرات نزلنا على الباوربوينت وبعدين البقيه هم عادي.
شوف، بالنسبه للامتحانات انا راح اجيب لك من وورد، بس الباوربوينتات ادز ان شاء الله بس للاديشنال انفورميشن. هسه مفهوم قصدي شلون؟
يعني دكتور بقية المحاضرات ما تنزلين باوربوينت؟
لا، من البداية إلى النهاية الباوربوينتات أوكي، بس أنا دائما الإكزام دائما يجي من الوورد.
إيه صحيح دكتور، أنا أدري، بس إحنا يعني الطلاب إحنا دائما نقرأ على الباوربوينت، يعني شوية واضحة أكثر نحسها.
كيفكم، بس أنا دائما الإكزام مالتي من الوورد مو بالباوربوينت. الباوربوينت دائما الصورة الواضحة هيك، يعني بها التايتل.
ما يخالف دكتور، انت نزلنا يعني نحن نطلع عليه نقرا على الوورد، ما يخالف، بس
تمام
نزلنا يعني حتى نقرا عليه.
ان شاء الله. هذا السوتشي، بس هسه اني ما عندي وقت على مود هيك. ان شاء الله بس ادبر لكم ورا ما ارجع. تمام. يلا حبيبي،
شكرا جزيلا.
يلا هسه شيلنا الكومبوزيشن، الكونتنت all of the material. تمام. هسه موافق اني، يعني لا تقرأون بعد.
الكومبوزيشن كله خصائص.
الامبريشن ماتيريال الكله، الامبريشن ماتيريال كله لا تقرأون.
يا محاضرة الامبريشن ماتيريال.
الامبريشن ماتيريال ممكن محاضرة، والله عندنا محاضرة 7 و8 و9 ممكن هيك.
تمام دكتور، انت من قبل الامتحان حتى
السلام عليكم.
يخابرك هذا
عيني دكتور، انا الممثل مال المرحله. ان شاء الله دكتور اليوم اخابرك اني، بس على اي وقت مناسب لك عم اخابرك ونتفاهم على كل المحاضرات.
ورا كملنا المحاضره خابرني بس بالواتساب، لانه ما عندي تليفون انا بالبرا.
اي اعتيادي دكتور.
بالواتساب ورا المحاضره قبل خابرني. تمام
ماشي
لو اني خابر كيفك عادي. تمام حبيبي.
لا اعتيادي دكتور، ماكو فرق.
تمام. يلا هسه نبدي من محاضرتنا اذا ماكو استفسار. تمام. الميكسينج تايم is about 30 seconds. It is too much, too small. Working time is about 3 minutes to 6 minutes is a setting time. Dimensional stability is good. Dimensional change, it's better than C silicone, but lower than A silicone. الهاردنس مالها it's more than higher than polysulfide and increase with this time. The first only you have this material is hydrophilic. So the moisture in the mouth is not critical. If activated can cause allergy, you can handle it frequently. The tear strength is about like this. The shelf life more than 2 years. Advantage: short working time and setting time. Accuracy good. Tear strength good. Hydrophilic, not hydrophobic. Long shelf life. من الإكزام أنا أجيب هيجي. We have a single impression elastomeric impression material which is a hydrophilic. Name of this material. What is this? It's a polysulfide, polyether. Okay. Polyether impression material. Long shelf life. Distortion less. Dimensional good. Disadvantage: its stiffness is hard. And that's why you must block the undercut before taking impression. It's more expensive. It's about $160 to $200. It's more expensive. Cannot be poured again for the same impression. The material, how you remove all of the material as a general, you can check it by applying the probe with a blunt instrument. If it is not penetrate to the material, it means it's a set was finished. The impression is dislodged from the mouth quickly. Why? Because its elastic recovery is better when you remove the impression from the mouth as soon as possible, and tear resistance is higher. However, its rapid removal, it can not accelerate accept by the patient. How you remove it? By breaking the seal. How? By remove the border of the impression. Before remove the impression. Sometimes you can use compressive air syringe into the tray in order to remove the break of the seal. After taking impression, the impression material must be inserted into 2% glutaraldehyde for about 10 minutes or 3 minutes in chlorine dioxide solution. Sometimes you have additional material like phenol and iodophore. And I'm finished, and thank you for your hearing, and I'm ready for answer any question if you have. ماكو اكو استفسار شي بلا زحمه؟
زين دكتور.
تمام، قولي تفضل.
دكتور بالنسبة يعني الملازمة اللي داخلة بالامتحان، شنو المهم بيها وشنو طريقة الأسئلة وشنو الحذوفات اللي ما تجي بالامتحان؟
هذا يعني ما يصير هيك شيء، هذا مهم مو مهم، يعني كل شيء مهم، بس أنا شوية أشيل المواد، يعني مو بكامل محاضرة كاملة، بس يعني من هسه أقول لكم أنا ما أريد برسنتج، ما أريد composition، وما أريد البروسيجرات، هذولا ثلاثة أنا ما أريد، هذا مساعدة، والباقي أشياء لازم أنتم تنتبهوا وتقرؤون كل شيء.
تمام.
بالنسبة للكويستشن مالتي أنا هيك أجيب definition blank enumerate a single choice هذا 4 and the last one explain or sometimes comparison between two material or two things. This is my samples of the exam. Clear? And thank you for your...
Thank you, Doctor.
تمام. Bye bye. Thank you again.
You are welcome.
حبيبي.